A macroinvertebrate is macro, small, and invertebrate, anything without a vertebrae or spine.
And so essentially they're aquatic bugs that live
Yeah.
in the water. And the reason they're important to the Watershed Council and to the Watershed Academy is because they give us an indication on how healthy the water is, how healthy that stream or that water body is. The Tip of the Met Watershed Council essentially it covers 4 counties. Our service area is Sheboygan County, which we're currently in for Onaway schools, Antrim County, Emmett County, and Charlevoix County. And what we essentially do is provide lots of science, lots of research. We also do some advocacy. We help with legislation. We essentially help keep our waters in those 4 counties in particular, but in the whole state, the Tip of the Met in general, clean and accessible to everybody. Yeah, we provide all kinds of research and data for other people and for other organizations within our state and then across the United States and globally. The VSM program, the Volunteer Stream Monitoring Program, has a database that is shared across the world. And the protocols or the procedures that we use in order to monitor the streams that all the students just learned today and then are going to apply in the field trip at their stream at Stony Creek, those are protocols and procedures that are used around the world. So it is a really important impact. It's really huge, and this the Volunteer Stream Monitoring Program is really unique in that it's all volunteer. Water, as the population grows in northern Michigan, as the population grows in any area, right, we have more concerns about, you know, how water is used, how land is used, and how that land use affects that water. That's a huge thing, because a lot of times we think of as water as, oh, you turn on the tap and there's the water and it's always going to be there. But we know recently, like in Flint, for example, Flint is just like one example. It's a highly publicized example, but it's just one small example of water quality in the area and how we need to be concerned about it. And so the Tip of the Met Watershed Council for a long time has been concerned about research and advocacy and education.
Water testing, we can figure out all kinds of things from water testing. We look at things like dissolved oxygen, which is the amount of oxygen that is in the water, and organisms in the water use that to survive. They breathe it. We also look at pH, which is the level of acidity in water. We look at nitrates
And phosphates, which are nutrients that are present in us and present in the water. Our concern is if there's too much of one thing, and that might get there by runoff through runoff or fertilizers, pesticides, that kind of thing. What's funny is water quality is a many-faceted thing. It's not just one thing. It's a collective of things. It's a bunch of stuff together. And so we actually are only monitoring a really small part of what that water has to offer. Through the Watershed Academy, we do 8 different tests, and then we also look at the temperature, the turbidity. We do a coliform bacteria test. We do a biochemical oxygen demand test. The water is, as far as quality, is we look at those macroinvertebrates. It affects you because we have an offering for the Watershed Academy in which you get the opportunity to become a steward of your local watershed. In a greater sense, we are charged with protecting the quality of the water. And so our whole organization, everybody that works there, that's their main function. Their main function is the protection of the water quality that you guys and us, that we enjoy in northern Michigan.